Hello. Welcome to my channel, friends. My name is Lynn, and today I am crafting with my newest collection. It's called Steampunk Gears, and I've been crafting with it a lot, and I still have so many printouts of these printables that I create. Now, I originally designed them specifically for the Easy Wonder die number 3, and in each collection, usually there's 3, sometimes there's 4 sheets, and I always make the easy guide version, which is the top sheet that you're looking at. I always make that one free at launch because for folks who have the dies, I really like for them to have more things to craft with it and more reasons to pull their Easy Wonder die number 3 out. So that's what this portion here is. It gives you the postage grid, it gives you the stamp designs that you can layer right back onto the grid, and plus some extra little elements that you can add to decorate your card. And then besides that, you have 10 additional images that are scaled and clipped to be cut with the add-on die set that goes with Easy Wonder die number 3. But if you don't have Easy Wonder die number 3, I do want my printables to be accessible to you as well. And even if you do have the dies, it just gives you more options and more ways to craft when you craft with the extras. So in each collection that I put out, there'll be at least 2 extra sheets. And what I do with these extras is I give you nice large print at the top. I usually use those as backgrounds. And then I give you 5 additional images at the bottom. Now, what I do on the Easy Guide version is there's actually 10 images in total. And they're sized and clipped, like I said, to be cut with the add-on dies. But what I do is I give you one set that is sort of the landscape oriented if you were to use them on the postage grid, and then I give you a second set of 5 that can be used in the portrait orientation. So you have portrait version and a landscape version. And so what I do with the extras in the collection is the 5 portrait images are on one sheet and the 5 landscape images are on the second sheet. And the other notable difference is that if you look at this is probably a better example. These 2 ladies, they're their exact size and scale. The difference is on the extras, instead of clipping it down, I give you the full image. That way you can fussy cut, you can use your brother's scan and cut to cut out the image, or just even trim off that postage border if you don't want it. Or if you're using the dies, you can actually frame it differently to how I have it framed. So you have lots of different options, but the idea is with the extras, you get it all, and that way you can actually craft with it however you want to craft with it, whether you have the Easy Wonder die number 3 and the add-on. Alright, so let's make a card. My video today is part of the Oso Inspired Monthly Hop, and if you've been following us this year, then you know that each month Alicia picks one designer on the team who inspires the rest of us. And as a great leader, she has saved herself for last. So she spent the year celebrating each of us, and now it's finally our turn to celebrate her. So the sketch that, or the card that I picked to inspire my card today is actually one of the first sheet loads that I remember downloading and playing with, because I have been watching Alicia's videos and had seen loads of inspiration with her monthly sheet load of cards, but I didn't always craft along with them because I don't tend to make cards en masse. And Alicia's sheet load is really amazing because she gives you all the measurements, all the cutting guides for how to efficiently cut down your pattern papers and your solid color cardstock to make anywhere from, sometimes it's 6 cards, sometimes it's 8 cards. I don't know if it's ever been more than that, but even though the cards aren't necessarily super identical, they generally share the same format. And one of the things that I didn't realize at the beginning when I was watching Sheet Load and seeing all of the inspiration was that you could very easily just make a single card because Alicia actually gives you all of the measurements. And the reason why I picked December 2022 as my inspiration is it's actually one of the first ones where I remember discovering that. I mean, she tells you that in every video, but I think it just didn't click with me that you could always just make the one and that you've got all the measurements and everything on there. Today, though, what I'm doing is instead of exactly following her measurements for this diagonal strip, I'm actually using my Easy Wonder die number 3. This is the postage grid that I've just torn apart. And I'm going to use that as the diagonal strip. So if you want to actually hop along and see what the rest of the team has chosen and how they were inspired by Alicia, expand the description box below, and there's going to be a hot playlist where you can find all of our videos on a single playlist. It makes it super easy to watch all of the videos, and you can even set it on autoplay if you want, so that when one video ends, the next one automatically starts. So I've got my strip here, and then the last thing that I am going to add is a sentiment. One of the things I really love about Sheet Load of Cards is that if you love your pattern papers and you love lots of layers, because Alicia always adds, mats and layers to really nicely frame those pattern papers. It's a really great resource for you because Sheet Load of Cards is always a wonderful celebration of pattern papers. And that means that you don't really need too much else added to your card, because really the pattern that's being created by the layout becomes the star of the card. So I'm going to keep my card simple and just use one of my sentiments. This is also a new release for me. It's exclusively available at the Not Too Shabby shop. And this is the Ultimate Sentiments Birthday Edition with the Ultimate Sentiments Universal Coordinating Die. Now, you've probably seen loads of times a stamp once, die cut once type of combination of products. But where I feel mine is a little bit different is there are 2 sets of stamps that you get. They each stamp out 10 sentiments each, but one set is your more heartfelt and endearing, maybe a little bit more traditional sentiments. And then the other stamp also stamps out 10 sentiments at the same time. And that one's more humorous, more snarky, more just a little bit more quirky. Of course, you do get the die that will cut out all 10 at a time, but you can choose which set of 10 you want to stamp out. And where I really feel like my die set stands apart from others is I've included 5 additional dies to go with the sentiment banner, and that way you can have a frame or a matte layer behind your sentiment banner. And there are 5 different dies because they give you different borders. You can do a postage edge border, a wavy border, a scalloped border, or the plain stitching border, and I give you 2 sizes of the plain stitching border, so for those who really love their layers, you can even double mat that one. And my Easy Wonder die does cut out some extras, so I added some of the little extras to the inside of the card, which is a nod to Danny of Danny's Dreams, because she always decorates the inside of her card, so I always think of Danny when I put something on the inside of my card too. Thanks for checking out my video today, and I hope you enjoyed this hop. Until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye.